Uh, y'all need to know what to expect tomorrow. For tomorrow's hearings. Let's do it like this. I don't know if I can zoom. There we go. Let me try this. Y'all are going to come with me. So I've been working on getting the evidence for court all done for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we have hearing. Actually, two. And when we get some people in here, I will explain. We have two hearings for the protection order. God, it's so bouncy. That we took against generally specific. So Tiffany and I, have two hearings. And then he will have a third hearing. And when we get some people in here, I'm going to explain it all. But I just got done. I wanted to do this stream kind of late because of two reasons. One, I have been working on the evidence attachments to be prepared for court tomorrow. And I can't get this just right. I've been working on attaching all the evidence, and that is a pain in the butt if you've ever done it. Sorry, it's going to be bouncy. It's the phone holder that I have. It's like suction cup to the dash. And then any bump in the road, this F-250 with no load in the back, it bounces just enough for the dash to apparently feel it. You don't feel it so much in the seats, but apparently the phone feels a lot on the dash. Anyway, so let me do this. That's too far. Man, I got to get it right. Right there would be fine. Okay. Sorry, I know it's still kind of dark. Again, I'm driving, so the bumpy stuff will go away a little bit here in just a minute. We're on our way to the store, you and I. I just got done attaching all the evidence and organizing it so that it'll be easy to get to. There are only 10 bullet points that were originally filed that gets brought for the protection order case. Just 10 incidents that occurred. 10 points that were made to which she already granted emergency orders on. So like, some people are still, man, they're doing road work. This is crazy. Some people are still questioning whether or not there's going to be a protection order against Todd, but that's not the case. They already are. He already has them. The reason for the IPO hearing tomorrow is to establish how long these orders need to stay in place. So, like, the judge has options based on the evidence, and hearing all the details and facts. The judge has options on how long she wants to keep those protection orders in place. So, based on the threats that were made physically that we already turned in, based on the threats that were made physically on me, and they involved weapons. The judge has determined that is not to have weapons and ordered him to surrender those weapons, which is really good because I wouldn't have filed these things if I did not think the man is dangerous. A lot of people think, well, because he's on YouTube and you're wherever you are in the world and he's not obsessed with you, it's hard for people to think about how it is for us, where he actually comes to where we are at in real life and threatens to come to our house, sends people to our house, comes to all of our court hearings to intimidate us wearing what he says are empty holsters, which that part I haven't even confirmed. I know he's wearing holsters when he comes to the court hearings, and I know that he intends to intimidate us at those court hearings, and it works because Tiffany and I don't even feel comfortable. Like, we have asked the judge for Zoom on multiple occasions because it was summertime and Tiffany's kid was out of school, and we would have had to bring him with us. So we know that there's no way we're bringing a child around that man in his obsessive rants. Whatever it is he's trying to do at courts, we're not bringing our kid around that. So, like, we've had to ask the judges in our other cases to please do it by Zoom, to which they did already. So this man is a threat to our kids. Not to mention, one of the other bullet points that's listed is that he stalked Tiffany's daughter and drove all the way to Scott County, Indiana, with JJ to go to a closed court hearing. And he's lying on YouTube and saying he was a witness. They were not witnesses at all. I don't know what they think witnesses are, but witnesses are parties to the case that are listed in the cause, like on the docket, and they were not. So that'll be one of the things that'll be addressed in the IPO hearing tomorrow. We've got documentation that shows that they're not witnesses in any child custody case involving Tiffany, which is absolutely absurd if you think about it. That these grown men from Kentucky are alleging, even on YouTube, that they are parties to Tiffany's children's custody hearings. What the fuck? That alone is creepy as shit. Put a one in chat if you agree. That's creepy as shit. Especially the people we're talking about here, who are obsessed with trying to hurt us because we are witnesses against a public official. And public official is one of the people that's partaking in these activities, driving 2 to 3 hours away to go stalk a 13-year-old girl because she is Tiffany's daughter. Anyway, that's definitely, a big reason why these protective orders exist. But there were 10 things that happened that were listed on the order. They're all super simple. I had to find in the videos and with, text messaging, screenshots, things like that, the things that aligned with those 10 things that we told the judge about originally to get the original order. Is Stephanie or somebody in here that has Tiffany's number? I can't read the chat anyway. I'm gonna have to ask in just a minute. If you're in here, Stephanie, or somebody that has Tiffany's number, be prepared here in just a minute. I'm gonna have you do me a favor. Anyway, so what I had to do is go through he had long form videos where there might have been threats. Like one day he told me that he wanted to help me kick my addiction to oxygen, and then turned it into, I'm going to be there to help you stop breathing oxygen. That's a clear threat. So like that, for example, I had to find that in the video, save the full long video, which I already had saved, but I had to find that part in like a 4-hour long live stream and timestamp it for court, and then attach it to that part in the complaint that was made for the protective orders originally. That's the kind of stuff I've been doing all weekend. So not all weekend, but all week. And while I was doing that, all this week after the protective orders were served, Mr. Bryant was doing other things, such as having his co-hosts and buddies ruthlessly attack Tiffany and I, including Chris Ruff putting bounties out for people to harass us at our home, and making videos that are completely disgusting and not true about us, and tagging us on every single thing, like just really putting a lot of harassment on us for him. And meanwhile, what Todd was doing, this is what part of the preparation for tomorrow is, what Todd was doing was coordinating with the KKK or 3%er group out of Carrollton so that they could be at our court hearing to do what they've done in the past, which is threaten us in the parking lot, try to keep us from going inside, having their guns, hands on their guns and chasing us and all that through the parking lot. We've had to set up precautions. Who in here has Tiffany's number? Very few people have it. Stephanie, you're here. Stephanie, will you please text Tiffany and tell her I am here in space 1, please? Can you do that? That way I don't have to end the stream or take a break from the stream. Or Miss Donna, yeah, either one of you. Will you all just let Tiffany know that I'm in space 1? She'll know where I'm at. Okay. So yeah, Todd has been coordinating with those individuals and trying to set that up, which is very, very dangerous. The shit that group is doing really needs to stop. The only reason they've gotten away with it in the past is because they've only been able to perform that behavior at Meade County, where the sheriff is crooked, the county is crooked, and it's them that we're suing. So I'm hoping that by doing this stream right now and letting Greg and Pat and like all, you know who you are, Ron, you know, Giggles, all of you from Carrollton, I'm hoping that me telling you right now that we know that you've been planning to come tomorrow morning and do your thing. I'm hoping that me letting you know that we know about that, we have prepared for that, and I hope you don't do it. Because one, somebody's going to get hurt, and that needs to not happen. The harassment in front of the courthouses with the weapons and all the crazy shenanigans, that needs to stop. We have a kid with us in some of these situations. Well, we need to be able to bring them, you know, and even if we didn't, it doesn't matter. You don't do that to people. You especially can't do that to people who are trying to enter the courtroom, trying to get into the court building. You have to let people go to court. So I know you're watching. Giggles, I know you might even comment in here. Acknowledge with a 1, Giggles, that you understand what I'm saying, and maybe put 2 ones if you can agree that it would be a bad idea for everybody for you to try to do it tomorrow. Just stop. This is none of your business. So that is what Todd has been preparing. That's what he's been spending his time doing. Instead of reading the protection order and preparing for court, he has been contacting. Tiffany got it. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Instead of preparing for court, what Todd has been doing is preparing for violence, preparing for harassment, preparing for intimidation of participants. In that, it's not okay. So we have the 1 hearing for the protection orders, which is only 10 bullet points that we have to go over, to which I have attached proof, and that probably won't take long. But then there's a second hearing. And the reason for the second hearing is because Todd started violating the court orders almost immediately. Almost immediately. And not just a little bit. It wasn't just like a little bit of a learning curve process. Getting my stuff here, guys. It wasn't just a little learning curve. Hang on one second. Oh, that looked hard to go over.
Yeah.
Tiffany Napier.
Okay. Do you know the code on it?
I didn't get the code. I'm live streaming. I can't get it. It's Tiffany Napier.
I got it.
All right. Thank you. All right. Looks like we're having pizza.
There you go.
Thank
Great
you.
day.
You have a good night.
You as well.
Got to get this food back to him. So, so Todd really messed up by not preparing for court, because it could have been pretty easy for him to at least responded appropriately in the courtroom, which I don't think he'll be prepared whatsoever. And I would prefer that he did come prepared so that we could get it all the way hashed out properly in front of a judge. But he did not. He spent his time trying to collect 3%ers to harass us at court, and he spent all week coordinating efforts with his co-hosts on YouTube to harass the shit out of us. And because of that, he got himself charged with contempt. A lot of people didn't know that. And I wanted to wait until later in the evening to say that on a stream, because there's more. And I wanted to see if he would acknowledge it and change what he was doing once he was hit with contempt and served with that summons. And he didn't. He did not change anything. He continued to violate it more and more and more and more. It seems that Todd might have a little confusion about where the line between free speech and crime, like harassment, stalking, intimidation, things like that. He may have a little bit of a hard time understanding that, but that's not my problem. That's not our problem. That's not our kids' problem. That's not my horse's problem. That's not Tiffany's problem. It's not my problem. And I don't even believe it. I think he's smart enough to know. I think he just doesn't care. He's gotten away with it a lot throughout his life. And I think that he's just doing it because he thinks he can. Because remember, he is operating on behalf of a current elected government official out of Kentucky. So he probably feels untouchable. Put it on in chat if you think Todd just thinks he's untouchable because of JJ. Let's see what you all think. So he has a second hearing tomorrow due to our motion for contempt. But that's not all. When we called and went to the courthouse and reported that, they looked into it and took some evidence. So when it was explained to him that these types of cases can result in criminal charges for violations, he should have listened. He should have listened, because he continued to violate after the motion for contempt, and that's not working out in his favor at all. And I am not going to come on here and litigate, and I'm not happy about any of this situation. I would have preferred to have never had to file a protection order on anybody, but we have to, because we have to protect what's ours. They were threatening my property, they were threatening my truck, they were making our house unsafe. In Direct D, doing the same thing, exact same stuff, threatening our horses, making our house unsafe. I'm gonna do this to you too, Chris Ruff, and criminal charges have come to you too, Ruff. But we got to do what we got to do. We're going to protect our household. We're especially going to protect our kids. And I will tell you that two of the Nikki, I can't answer the phone. Text me. Text me. Two of the things that are on the 10 bullet points that the judge awarded the protective orders over are for stalking children. So, that's very, very, very serious, you all. I'm pretty much done with this live stream anyway. I just wanted you all to know that it could get dangerous in the parking lot in the morning. We have prepared for that. Yeah, I already know. Just tell her she's fine. I wanted to do this live stream so that you all would be aware that it could be dangerous in the morning. That's the main reason I wanted to do this, is because it could be dangerous for us, and that we have taken proactive actions. But I always want you all to know where we're at when things can get saucy and dicey. And these people coming from Carrollton with their retarded inbred minds and their aggressive and violent behavior while armed is never good. It is never, ever good. Those people are a threat for sure. So anytime that I feel like they're going to be there, guys, you're going to know about it ahead of time. So that is the main reason that we did this, that I did this live stream last minute. And tomorrow after court, we will do an update about court. We'll not be talking about the individual. I will just, and I can, like, there's no order against me, nothing like that. I just have zero interest in speaking of him. Like, he doesn't, I'm not interested in him. I just want him to leave us alone. That's it. So, but we will be doing an update on how court goes tomorrow, because I'm sure a lot of you will want to know, and we'll see what happens. But until then, guys, love you all. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you looking out for us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.